Welcome, everyone, to the NoDQ.com predictions for Survivor Series 2019. TGS already corpsing. That's how fun this video is going to be. Anyways, I am being joined by the NoDQ panel. We got Big G over at NoDQ.com/Big G. We got TJS, NoDQ.com/TJS, and everyone's favorite NoDQ personality, Virtue, NoDQ.com/Virtue. So, Big G, I'll start with you. Overall, your thoughts on Survivor Series weekend. We're going to be covering both shows in this predictions video, Takeover and Survivor Series. So your overall thoughts on the weekend.
Oh, as you know, I'm excited for NXT Takeover War Games. Survivor Series, I'm actually looking, towards as well, with NXT being involved this year. I'm kind of excited for this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, NXT part of Survivor Series, I would definitely expect you to be very hyped for it. TGS, how are you feeling?
Well, I hate to say this is going to be unpopular, but Survivor Series is like one of my least favorite shows of the year because I get so sick of the massive tag team matches. And it's like you guys say, these mean nothing. Brand supremacy means nothing. So, I mean, it's probably going to be a throwaway show, but we do have NXT on there, so should be the wrestling should be good at least. And I think that we're going to get really tired of triple threat matches really fast. I'll just say that right now. But yeah, looks good, looks all right. I usually, these aren't usually terrible, so looks all right. And War Games is going to be great too. Virtue, what do you think?
When was the last time there were titles on the line at a Survivor Series? Did we have any the last couple of years? What was on the line?
Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan.
Wasn't it?
Was that a title? I don't think.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Never mind.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. We actually have title matches this year. So I'm going to go in thinking, maybe we'll see something happen this year. Or it might matter just because there's some titles on the line. And NXT, everybody's going to love NXT TakeOver like they always do. When has there ever been a bad, below a B NXT TakeOver show? Never. So here we go. I mean, it's going to be that type of weekend where probably by Monday people say NXT was better than Survivor Series. Let's see what happens.
Okay, let's start off with NXT TakeOver War Games. This is the third straight year for War Games. And this year, we have not one, but two War Games matches. But we'll talk about the other two matches. We only have 4 matches on this card, so I'm guessing the War Games matches will be pretty long. The first match we'll talk about is the triple threat to determine the number 1 contender for the NXT World Championship, which will be defended at Survivor Series, as Virtue was alluding to a few moments ago. So we have Pete Dunne versus Killian Dane versus Damian Priest. Winner faces Adam Cole at Survivor Series. TGS, we'll start with you. Who do you think's going to Survivor Series?
Well, it has to be the babyface. So, I mean, I'm just going to say Pete Dunne has to win. I guess you could say Adam Cole is basically a babyface. I don't think it'll be Damian Priest. And I don't think that Killian Dane is going to get pinned. So I just imagine that Pete Dunne will end up pinning Damian Priest. And then he'll go on to face Adam Cole for the title. He'll get the big pop, everything like that. It is Chicago, so should be good stuff. But yeah, I'm going to say Pete Dunne. Big G?
Well, I'm going with Pete Dunne as well. And Chicago is where Pete Dunne won the NXT UK championship back in 2017, I believe. Should be a great match. I think, like you said, TGS, Damian Priest is going to take the pinfall on this one.
Interesting. Well, see, I'm going the other way. I think Killian Dane's the one that's going to take the pinfall. I feel like Damian Priest is the guy that WWE is going to be putting more stock into long term. And I think that with the triple threat, you can have Dane be the one to take the fall. But Virtue, what do you think? I mean, I'm going with Pete Dunne as well. Virtue, your call.
I tried to talk. I was going to see if you could talk me into picking someone else other than Pete Dunne, but since you chose Pete Dunne, and I am somewhat playing defensively against Aaron Rift because I'm ahead of him in the standings, I'm going to go with Pete Dunne, but I would have went with him anyway. I do think that he versus Adam Cole would be the better match for a Chicago crowd, so we'll see what they do, but definitely Pete Dunne.
All right. Next up, we have Matt Riddle, versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor recently returning to NXT. So, Big G, we'll start with you. Do you think that Finn Balor will pick up a win here, or do you think the rising Matt Riddle will emerge victorious?
This is a tough one. Like you said, Finn Balor just came back to NXT, and Matt Riddle's been kind of on this roll lately. But I'm gonna have to give it to the Prince, Finn Balor, to get his first victory back on a major NXT takeover.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think the fact that Balor just came back, he's the more established superstar. He came off of that loss to Bray Wyatt. I feel like Balor's going to get the win here. So I'm going to go with Balor as well. Virtue, what do you think?
Are we going to get the Demon? Like, as a surprise, as a complete shock?
We could. It's NXT.
I mean, regardless, I'm not going to make my pick on that. I can definitely see, like, this is where Finn Balor should be putting Finn Balor's been in the business for a long time. He's been on the main roster for a few years now. So I want to say that Riddle's going to win this. However, because I like the bro, man, and I want him to go over here, I'm going to actually think that I'm going to say Finn Balor's going to win this match because I want Riddle to win, so I'm just going against who I want because that's WWE for you. So I think Balor's going to win. Maybe there's a 5% chance we'll see the Demon, 10%. That would be interesting. If it happened, we'd be like, what? So yeah. What do you think, TJS?
I think that Finn Balor has to win because if he doesn't, then he's not going to look like a credible heel. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a dirty finish here, have Finn Balor roll Matt Riddle up, and then that'd be it. Finn put his foot on the rope, anything like that. Low blow, eye poke, whatever. But right now, I think they need to establish Finn Balor's alternative persona, which is not the Fonz anymore, I hope. So I think they need to kind of build him up away from the Demon. Even though the Demon is way better than babyface Balor, let's build up heel Balor first. That being said, there's no way that Riddle is losing clean. I wouldn't be surprised if Finn gives him like the Bloody Sunday on the outside and then just gets the count out or whatever. So yeah, I've got to go with Finn.
All right. And next up, we have the first of the two War Games matches. We have the women's match, Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae, Tegan Nox, and Mia Yim versus Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kaylee Ray. Now, Big G, this is the first women's War Games match. How excited are you for this, and who do you see prevailing?
Well, I'm excited for the women. Their first War Games match for them. I'm excited, but obviously, I'm going to have to go for Team Baszler all the way.
Huh.
Yeah, no, that's just me. I think Rhea Ripley's team will do well, but all in all, Shayna does have the cage experience with being in UFC, so Team Baszler all the way, baby.
Now, there's this whole storyline with Dakota Kai, too. I feel like that could be a factor in the finish here. But, yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think the heels are going to win with Shayna there. I feel like she's going to be dominant, and, I see them winning.
And they do have the advantage. The 2-on-1 advantage at the beginning.
Good point as well. TGS, what do you think?
I disagree. I think Rhea's going to pin Shayna, and that's going to give her a championship opportunity, folks. So, yeah, I think that, it's just going to be overkill with 2 War Games matches. Like, did we really need this? You don't even have the horsewomen by Shayna's side. They're not even in the match. I get it. They're green as the shirt. But come on, you could have done something. I guess what they're going to do is maybe have them get involved in the match somehow. Either way, I think that Team Rhea will prevail here. And as far as Dakota Kai is concerned, I would not be surprised if she plays no factor whatsoever. Yeah, NXT usually doesn't do the swerves. So, Virtue?
Team Baszler. That's it. Simple as that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Nothing's really on the line in this, right? No, nothing special. I mean, other than bragging rights. So
momentum.
I'm going with the heels here, and maybe there'll be something cool to the finish, but I think it's going to be Shayna making someone tap out.
All right. Well, let's move on here to the other War Games match, the Undisputed Era versus Tommaso Ciampa, Keith Lee, Dominic D, and TBA. And apparently this is going to be a last-minute announcement, mystery partner. So what we'll do is, as a tiebreaker bonus point, We're just going to combine both shows into one, NXT Takeover and Survivor Series. But when it's all said and done, if there's a tie, one of the tiebreakers will be who's going to be the mystery partner. So we'll all give our prediction for the mystery partner as well as our prediction for the match. Now, I'll go first on this one. I think the baby faces are going to win. I feel like Undisputed Era, they've been pretty dominant, and Ciampa's just coming back from his injury. And Keith Lee, Dominic D have been red hot. And as far as the mystery partner goes, that one's a tough call, and I'm not really sure at this point who I want to go with, so I may wait on that one. But I'm predicting the baby faces to go over. So Virtue, let's start with you. Your thoughts.
Well, like I picked Team Baszler, and she's a champion, and they want their champions and their teams to look strong going into the Survivor Series pay-per-view. So I should say Adam Cole's team, right, Undisputed Era here for those same reasons. But again, Aaron decided to go first, and I'm not letting him catch me, and I'm going to pick the baby faces again. But the Tommaso Ciampa, let that guy dominate. I mean, he was out for a year almost with injury. And then there's other, Keith Lee. Let's see the baby faces win here and send everybody home happy. We'll see what happens. But then again, in NXT, everybody's a baby face, right?
Pretty much.
Mystery. Gosh, I don't even have a clue. I mean, God, it's probably going to be like a developmental or somebody like new, correct?
Well, we know it will not be Jordan Miles, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You mean that's his slave name, Aaron? It's ACH.
Well, excuse me.
Gosh, I wouldn't even be. I mean, do we have any hints of who could be coming to NXT or signing? Like, usually that gives us a clue.
Well, some people thought maybe Triple H would be the guy. After Raw, there was a little tease of dissension between them, but Triple H has vehemently denied.
What's the latest? I know he's not supposed to be back till after the first of the year. What injury did Velveteen Dream have? A back injury? And he didn't have surgery or anything, right? So because I don't know and I don't care, I'm just going to say Velveteen Dream. Some miracle recovery that we don't know about that they kayfabed us on. So that's who I'm going to say.
Well, I'm going to say Tyler Bates.
Because I just don't care.
I think Tyler Bates is going to be the mystery partner. Just throwing that out there. I have no idea. But go ahead, TJS. What do you think?
Well, I was going to say Velveteen Dream.
Go ahead and still say it.
Yeah. I'll say Velveteen because they haven't really talked about him all that much. They said, oh, Gargano. It's not going to be Gargano. It's not going to be Triple H. So I think it has to be Dream. And I think Undisputed Era is going to win. I think that Tommaso Ciampa needs to not be a babyface, though. He was the most dastardly heel in all of NXT, so he needs to turn heel as soon as possible, I think. But yeah, I think that Undisputed Era is going to win. I think they're more established this year than they've ever been, holding all the gold. So that's my pick. I think it's going to be good. There might be some dissension between Dijakovic and Keith Lee. We'll see. But yeah, overall, I have to say Undisputed Era.
Aaron, did you pick Balor? Did you pick Balor in that match? So yeah, you can't. We washed. Our 4 matches washed.
Whatever.
Hey, different tiebreaker. You said Tyler Bates.
Big G.
Yeah. I like Undisputed Era, but I'm going with Team Ciampa to get the victory. I think Ciampa's going to get the victory over Adam Cole. That way they can set up the title match between those two eventually down the road on an NXT. And my pick is going to be Bronson Reed, the big Australian guy.
Interesting choice there. If it comes down to a tie, that could be a difference maker.
Think Velveteen Dream is a good choice, and so is Tyler Bate. But something different, something out there.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna change mine. Yeah. So I'm gonna say Leo Rush. That's my.
There we go.
This match kind of needs like a high flyer because you got the two big boys. You got Keith Lee. You got Dominic Dijakovic. You don't have the high flyer, and the Cruiserweight Champion's not on Survivor Series or War Games, so I'm just going to say it's going to be Rush.
That's a really logical choice there, TJS. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on now to Survivor Series. As of this video, we have 8 matches for the show. We'll start off with the NXT match since we're on the subject of NXT. So Adam Cole versus the winner of the Triple Threat, who I think we all picked Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Now, I really have little to say about this. I think that Adam Cole will retain, regardless of who he's facing. I think Adam Cole will win. TJS, what do you think?
Well, this is probably going to be on the kickoff, in all honesty. But yeah, I think Cole's going to retain. Not much else to say about it. Big G.
I'm gonna flip the script. I think Pete Dunne's gonna win the NXT title here. It's in Chicago. 2 years ago, he won the NXT UK title against Tyler Bate in Match of the Year. So I think Chicago is the place for Pete Dunne. So I'm going with Pete Dunne.
Bold prediction. Virtue.
I'm going also with Adam Cole.
Baby. All right.
Yeah. And not just because you picked him, Aaron. I really think he's going to retain it.
Okay. Fair enough. Now we move on to the first of the brand supremacy matches. The triple threat match between the mid-card champions AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, also known as Shin, and Roderick Strong, who's the North American champion. So U.S. champion, Intercontinental champion, and North American champion. In these kind of triple threat matches, anything can happen. You can get beat without taking the fall. So Big G, we'll start with you. Who's going to emerge as the dominant brand? By the way, I'll just throw this out right now. Like, for anybody out there that's having difficulty making a prediction, my motto for this pay-per-view is, when in doubt, go with Raw. But Big G, what do you think?
And, it's triple threat. I don't know. I'm going to go with AJ Styles. It's going to be a great match between the three of them, but AJ Styles is the biggest star out of all three of them at the moment. So,
all right. Well, Virtue, you go, and then I'm going to go after you.
Didn't you go already?
No, I haven't.
No, that's fine. Because in this situation, I think it's pretty evident to me like AJ Styles should win. And in this situation, I'm going to say who I think should win will win. AJ Styles.
Well, I'm going different. I'm going with Roderick Strong to win because this is the type of match, like I said, where AJ Styles can lose without taking the fall. And Shin's the guy that's going to take the fall. I'm pretty confident of that. This is going to be the one match where NXT wins. This will be NXT's victory of the night. Roderick Strong will pin Shinsuke Nakamura. So, yeah, Roderick Strong is my choice to win this match. TJS.
I think Shin is going to win, actually.
What?
Yeah. I like our pick, Big G.
So think about it. How is Roderick Strong going to... This is a big problem I have. Roderick Strong, the whole Undisputed Era is in a War Games match the night before this. And then it's like, oh, they're 100%. They're going to be fresh for the show. My ass. Come on. I think Shinsuke is going to win. They are trying to make SmackDown the big deal now. It's on Fox. And I think Shinsuke is going to pin Roderick Strong. So yeah, that's it. I think Sami Zayn will probably play a role in this. But
now, hold on. Did you miss last year's Survivor Series by any chance?
Oh, last year's. What happened? I don't remember.
SmackDown lost every match except for the kickoff match.
Yeah, it'll probably be flipped this time. SmackDown will probably win every match.
Because they're on Fox. Great point. Point.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I just think NXT is probably going to get swept because Vince McMahon wants to bury them. I
think if anybody gets swept, it's going to be SmackDown. But I think Vince will throw a bone to NXT. This is going to be the NXT victory. But interesting, we got every person in the match predicted as the winner. So nice. It makes it a little bit more unpredictable and fun with the predictions. Okay, now we'll move on to the WWE Universal Championship match, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. Big G, do you think we're going to see a new champion? Do you think there's any chance in hell, or do you think there's a better chance of CM Punk showing up on this pay-per-view than Daniel Bryan leaving as Universal Champion? What do you think?
There's a better chance of CM Punk showing up. No, I think obviously The Fiend just won the title. It's a blue title finally, which looks a lot better than red. Bray Wyatt's going to retain the title here and continue his dominance. It'll be a good match between the two of them, but all in all, The Fiend to retain.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say about this. I think it'll be a really fun match, but yeah, this is Bray Wyatt's run. Daniel Bryan's going to put him over, and that's going to be that. TJS?
I think it's ridiculous that Daniel Bryan is putting people over right now. He should be at the top of the company. Should have never lost at WrestleMania. Should have never turned babyface. We're not going to go down that road. I think that it's going to be a very game Daniel Bryan, and I loved the promo that Bryan cut, by the way, about the mental instability thing. Very good. I like seeing the crazy Daniel Bryan. Hope the Yes Movement does not come back, but I think that Bray Wyatt will still be the Blue Universal Champion. Virtue.
Bray the Fiend Wyatt retains. Although I do not like that new title. It should have made it look like it was made out of skin, like something from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Just think about it.
I digress.
I just think it's so funny how it's like, okay, we're going to have Bray Wyatt use the magic wand to make the title blue. Like, why does Bray Wyatt give a damn what color the championship is? It could have looked like anything if they just made it blue. Come on.
Oh, well, it is what it is.
It satisfies my OCD at least. And SmackDown's
hey, but now we got 2 title matches on Survivor Series, so at least there's something on the line.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the other championship match for the WWE Championship. Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio. Again, like Bryan and Bray Wyatt, I think this one's very predictable. I even put up a NoDQ.com shirt on the line for this match. That's how confident I am. Rey Mysterio's not winning the title. I would be shocked beyond belief if he won the title. And it would be a stupid idea anyways. There's no reason for Rey to win the title. Brock's going to beat him. Rey will probably put up a decent fight. He'll get some weapon shots in. But I think it's going to be a 5-minute match. Brock's going to beat him relatively quick. TJS, what do you think?
What the hell? I'll say Rey Mysterio wins the title.
What? Are you trying to just you're like the predictions are?
He is throwing a point. He's throwing a point away. That's all.
No. All right. This is no holds barred, right?
Yeah.
Cain Velasquez, right? I think Cain Velasquez is going to come out and help Rey win the title. That's my guess. And then you'll have the big celebration, Rey Mysterio, Dominic, Cain Velasquez, all celebrating. And then I think that Brock will win the title back from Rey sometime. But what the hell? I'll just say Rey is going to do it because I could just see it happening. Why else would they make it no holds barred? I guess because Rey would just get squashed if it wasn't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty much.
I'll tell you why. Because they're going to try to make it look like Rey might have a chance. Maybe someone comes out to try to help him. Maybe he uses chairs. But in the end, it doesn't matter. He's going to get F5'd maybe a couple of times. Brock's retaining. Easy pick. Well, the easiest pick of the show.
It's going to be a damn good match because we know how Brock works with Bryan, AJ, the smaller guys. So this is going to be pretty good, I have to say.
I hope it's another quick one. I mean, not 8 seconds quick, but I hope it's 3 minutes. Boom, it's over, done.
Wait a minute. Did you just say 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Remember that? Anyways, Big G, you also going to go with Rey Mysterio?
I'm highly debating about it.
What? What's up with the water in Maryland?
Tell me you're kidding me.
Wherever you're at.
You're not highly debating it. No way. You're just saying that for airtime.
It would be cool to see Mysterio win it, but Lesnar's going to retain.
Okay, good. But the fact that you had to debate it. The fact that you even had to debate it.
I had to throw you guys off. I had to
Sure. Are you sure that hat is wrapped around your head too tightly?
I hope not.
All right. You might want to check that. Okay. So let's move on here to the next brand supremacy triple threat match. Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Shayna Baszler. So I'll go ahead and start with this one. PG, I know Shayna's your girl. I don't think she's going to win this one. I think Bayley's going to be the one to take the fall. Becky Lynch will pin Bayley. That way Shayna does not look weak in defeat. And Raw's going to go over here. I'm pretty confident Becky's going to win here. I don't see Shayna going over here, although Shayna could beat Bayley. I'd be shocked if Bayley won this. Very shocked. But yeah, I'm going with Becky Lynch as my official prediction. TJS, what do you think?
Okay, well, I was gonna say I think Bailey might actually win this.
Maybe Sasha will help.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe Sasha gets involved, but I feel like Becky needs the momentum because she's cooled off significantly. So.
Well, wait a minute. What do you think she cooled off? I mean, she appeared on NXT, and NXT beat AEW in the ratings this week.
Oh yeah, that must have. You know what? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that Shayna wins. I think Ronda Rousey might show up or something to help Shayna win.
That's a good. Like we need something like that under the radar. Ronda's out making babies, right? She needs something like that needs to happen. Remember when we got surprises?
Right. I'm gonna say Shayna wins and probably taps out Bailey. That's my guess.
But that would be interesting because especially with the timing, Ronda Rousey is talking about like how she's done in that Total Divas episode just aired where she's retired now from WWE and all that stuff. So that news is all out there. And bam, she shows up.
You remember when she signed, like she was saying, "Oh no, I'm not going to be at the Rumble. I'm actually on my way to China or whatever." And then she showed up at Rumble. So, in Survivor Series, Shayna Baszler's in the match. I'm just going to say it's like the ideal time. You could have Becky take out the other two horsewomen, and then you just have Ronda's music hit. I think it's perfect.
Huh?
So yeah, Shayna.
All right. Well, I gotta appreciate TJS that you're putting in some thought into your predictions here. Good work. Virtue.
Now, that whole Ronda thing got me excited because I'd like to see it. I'm making an early prediction. She's going to be a secret guest and entrant in the Royal Rumble, and she's going to win the Women's Royal Rumble to go to WrestleMania. So, with that said, Becky Lynch. I really think so. I have not picked SmackDown yet, Aaron, or NXT. So, I just think this is Becky Lynch is the man she's supposed to be. Why would she lose this match, right? You got to keep pushing your top star. I mean, even though I don't know if she's technically their top star, but they try to make her be that. And I say she's going to win, and Bailey's in the match to take the pin.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Big G, I think we know who you're going with. Yeah, but you want to swerve us? Or?
Shayna's going to tap out Becky.
What?
Whoa! Wow, that's a bold one right there.
Tap and snap.
Interesting. I would be surprised, but there you go. But your predictions, Shayna, on paper, Shayna's your pick, so there you go. All right, moving on here to the next brand supremacy match, triple threat tag team match between the Viking Raiders and the New Day, representing SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and then the NXT Tag Team Champions, Undisputed Era. Viking Raiders are on a roll right now. Again, when in doubt, go with Raw. I'm going with Raw. Viking Raiders will win, probably beating the New Day. Again, I think SmackDown's going to be the punching bag in these matches. But, hey, I got to go with Raw on this one. Viking Raiders. Virtue, what do you think?
This is the one I'm going to throw the bone to NXT. I think they're going to win because Adam Cole, I picked earlier to retain his title. The Undisputed Era is going to win this match, and at least that will give Triple H, his Undisputed Era guys, some, shine at Survivor Series. So in order to make that happen, I think they have to win this match. So that's who I'm going to go with.
All right, Big G.
Ross NXT. Undisputed Era, baby. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly.
Wow. All right. TJS.
I'm still really upset that Revival lost the titles to New Day. WWE literally just screwed it up for themselves. They had to do nothing, and we would have had this great match between Revival, Undisputed Era, and Viking Raiders. They just had to do nothing, but they couldn't resist.
Which would have been a very NXT-centric match.
That's true. I have to go with Viking Raiders as well. I figure they'll either pin they have to either pin Undisputed Era or New Day. Probably Undisputed Era, because since they won the War Games match the night previously, they're soft or whatever, So yeah, I have to go with Viking Raiders. They've only lost once, and I don't see that happening again.
All right, fair enough. Now we move on to the last two matches, the three-way Survivor Series elimination matches. The first time ever we have 5-on-5-on-5. So this is going to be interesting to see how this works. There's going to be a lot of bodies there on the apron. It's gonna be crazy. We're gonna see a lot of pinfalls, a lot of submissions, a lot of quick eliminations. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how this all goes down. Hopefully these matches are not train wrecks when you have so many people in the mix. So the first match, we'll talk about the women's elimination match. We have Team Raw, which is Charlotte Flair, Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Sarah Logan versus Team SmackDown, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross versus Team NXT. And I do not have names. I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, I don't believe the NXT teams for either match have been revealed.
No.
I don't know if they're going to do it on SmackDown or they may just make it a secret, but I'm guessing it'll be the top women, maybe some of the War Games participants and a few others might be thrown in there. So anyways, Big G, we'll start with you. Which team in this women's triple threat elimination match do you think will emerge on top?
I'm probably gonna lose points on this predictions, but I'm going Team NXT.
Oh, interesting. Without knowing the participants.
Without knowing the participants, I'm going Team NXT.
All right.
Bleed black and gold.
Interesting. All right. Virtue, what do you think?
Who's on SmackDown again?
You want me to read the SmackDown participants again?
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull it up here. It's Sasha Banks, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross.
Team Smack. This is the one I'm going to give Team SmackDown the bone, and they're going to get a win here. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe this will be where Sasha. Maybe this is where Sasha can shine. I mean, right? She's come back on a new contract since taking that hiatus, and what's really happened with her? A couple title match losses. So yeah, I feel pretty good with this pick. Team SmackDown.
Well, I am going to disagree with you. When in doubt, go with Raw. Charlotte Flair's on Raw. Got to go with Raw. So I'm picking Monday Night Raw, regardless of the NXT women. And we know Shayna Baszler is probably not going to be in it since she's already got another match, and she's the biggest star that they're protecting. So I think whatever NXT women are in there, they're going to be taking the pinfalls. Monday Night Raw all the way, baby. TGS, what do you think?
Well, I forgot that this was an elimination match.
Right.
So that means we're going to see 14 eliminations. Jeez. Man. So the captain of Raw is Charlotte, right? And then Sasha is SmackDown.
Right.
I'm thinking Rhea Ripley.
Charlotte loses a lot. She's lost the women's championship, 10 times now? Yeah. So she loses a lot.
Yeah, I could see all of them teaming up against Charlotte, like both teams working to eliminate her. Man, why is Sarah Logan in this match? Is she going to be the sole survivor? What the hell?
Well, Ember's out, definitely, so, she's not on there.
That SmackDown team looks pretty good. I can't believe no one wants to pick that.
So it's SmackDown is Sasha,
Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with SmackDown.
All right, interesting. All right, and now we have the final match, which is the men's 5-on-5 between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Again, we don't have the NXT team, but for Team Raw, we have Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Ricochet versus Team SmackDown, Roman Reigns, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, King Corbin, and Shorty G versus Team NXT, which is to be determined. Now, I do have the saying, when in doubt, go with Raw. However, I have another saying, and that is, it's hard to bet against Roman Reigns. And with Roman and Strowman on Team SmackDown, this is the match SmackDown's going to win. This will be the one victory for SmackDown of the evening as far as my predictions go. So I'm going with SmackDown. Virtue, what do you think?
Team Roman Reigns, obviously, and I believe that makes me pick SmackDown more than anybody else. So SmackDown, who's on Fox with that other WWE Backstage show that's on FS1 with CM Punk, is going to get the headlines from Survivor Series, thanks to the big dog, Roman Reigns. And Braun Strowman.
Yeah. And I think they'll be the final two. I think it'll be Roman and Strowman. Maybe Strowman gets DQ'd or something to get eliminated, but Roman will be standing at the end, in my opinion.
It's getting close to main event time for Roman, so
it is. Good.
This is a. Yep.
No more effing around. All right, Big G, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Team SmackDown on this one. I think SmackDown's gonna win this one. Never, like you said, never bet against Roman.
Yeah, very, very solid point, especially when WrestleMania season's coming up. TJS?
Okay, well, man. So, so Team Raw, it was Owens, McIntyre, Seth, Ricochet, and who was the other one?
Orton.
Man. Oh, man. I just can't see Team Raw losing this because they have Seth. Okay, yeah, I have to go with Team Raw because Braun Strowman will probably get eliminated probably early into the match because I know the referees are always weird with Braun. Like, do you guys remember when he got disqualified because the referee heard the chair shot? It's always something weird with Braun. It's like, Braun, if you hit the illegal man, I'm going to disqualify you. I know this doesn't apply any other time, but to you it does. I think that Braun will probably get eliminated fairly early. And it's like I said, I could see both teams trying to take out Roman. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets eliminated by Seth, maybe. You could do the whole sportsmanship thing, but
Well, so I'm gonna go out and say it's gonna be Roman and Seth as the final two. They're gonna be the last two in the ring, and Roman's gonna be the sole survivor. That's my prediction.
I think it's gonna be Seth as the sole survivor. Seth, and I'm guessing Owens is probably gonna get eliminated by like McIntyre or something. He's gonna after McIntyre gets eliminated, he'll just Claymore Owens, and then you know how it goes. Lays out the partner. Yeah.
I have a feeling Drew's going to be like the first person eliminated from this match. Well, no, probably Shorty G will be the first one out, and Mustafa Ali will be out fairly early, and maybe King Corbin gets eliminated relatively early. I don't know. Corbin might eliminate Ricochet, something like that. Maybe eliminate a few of the NXT guys for the heel heat. But yeah, I got to go with the big guys. All right, so there you go. That's Survivor Series, and a lot of points on the line. So we'll see if the tides turn with our predictions league on NoDQ. I believe Sun Goshiku is still in the lead. I think Caitlin's in second, and I'm somewhere towards the bottom. So I feel like it's unlikely for me. But hey, we'll see what happens.
Well, Aaron, we overthink it too much. Where maybe some of the others just go with whatever's off the top of their head, and that's why they're doing so well.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, well, sometimes that method works, you know. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our final plugs here. Big G, we'll start with you.
Yes, NoDQ.com/Big G. Takes you to my Twitter page, NoDQ_Big G on Instagram, Jeff Feltz on Facebook. Go check out NoDQ.com/merch. Merch over there. TJS, take it away.
NoDQ.com/TJS takes you to my Facebook page. Feel free to add me Twitter at NoDQ_TJS. Big G plugged the merch. I think there's a Black Friday sale coming up soon. So yeah, you guys get on that. We got such good there, guys. And this video is not for kids.
Correct. All right, Virtue.
All right, follow me on Twitter. Troll with me on Twitter at NoDQ_Virtue. Go to my Facebook page, NoDQ.com/Virtue, small v. Don't forget, we do the NoDQ review pretty much every week unless we do one of these shows. So that'll be back. And that's pretty much it. I mean, here we go. A double wrestling weekend coming up. Aaron Rift.
Going to be crazy. So stay tuned to NoDQ.com for the very latest. And, of course, pick up the merch, NoDQ.com/merch. We will have a Black Friday sale coming up soon. So stay tuned for all of that. And see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.